Hi all, welcome to the channel TechCode Talk. Today we are going to solve a medium category problem in LeetCode, which is minimum size subarray sum. So going into the problem, given an array of positive integers nums. So we are given with the positive num integers and a positive integer target. A target value is given. Return the minimum length of the subarray whose sum is greater than or equal to target. So what we will have to return is from the given array we need to find the subarray which has minimum length, but the sum of that subarray should be greater than or equal to the target. So that is our solution. If there is no subarray, return 0 instead. So if we could not find any subarray, then we are allowed to return 0. Before going to the problem discussion, we will first discuss what is a subarray. Because the problem what we are going to solve is we have to find the minimum length of the subarray which will satisfy the target given. Like the sum of the subarray should be greater than or equal to the target. So first we need to know like what is a subarray. Okay. So what is subarray? Subarray is like it is a contiguous elements in an array. Like contiguous in the sense it will be like continuous taken in order. Like the array of elements will be taken in order without leaving any element in between. For this array, given array, what are the subarrays? Like 2 is a subarray. Okay, 2, 3 is a subarray. Then 2, 3, 1 is a subarray. Okay, and 2, 3, 1, 2 is a subarray. Then 2, 3, 1, 2, 4 the subarray. 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, 3 is also a subarray. So like this, you see 2, 2, 3, 2, 3, we are taking the elements continuously, that too in order. So if the elements are like taken like this, then it is termed as subarray. Okay, 2, 3, 1, 2, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, 3. If suppose if I am taking for 3, then it will be 3, 1. Okay, then 3, 1, 2. These elements will be coming without the 2. Then 3 alone is a subarray. Okay, so whether 3, 2 is a subarray, this 3, 2, 3, 1 is a subarray which is listed here. So 3, 2 is a subarray or not? It is not a subarray. Why? Because 3 and 2 are not continuous. It is having 1 in between, but this is skipped. So this is not a subarray. It is not subarray. Hope you understand like what is a subarray. Now we will go into how we can solve this problem. So we need to find what we need to find. We need to find the sum of the elements in the subarray that should be greater than or equal to the given target. Okay, so that should be of the minimum length. For example, here 2, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1 is there. If you do a sum of these, 3 plus 2 is 5, 5 plus 1 is 6, which is less than 7. But this one, 2, 3, 1, 2 is how much? 2 plus 3, 5, 5 plus 1, 6, 6 plus 2, 8. So this is satisfying the condition. 8 is greater than or equal to target. The sum of the elements in subarray is greater than or equal to target. But this is of what length? This length is 4. But we need to find the minimal length subarray. That is the question. So we are checking for some more process and we are doing the some more subarrays we are checking, and we are finding here 1, 4, 3 is there, which also gives you the sum which is greater than or equal to target. Here in this case it is equal to target and we are having the length as 2. So we will have to return it as 2. That is the output. So we will see how we can solve the problem by approach. So first approach what I am going to discuss is the brute force approach. Brute force approach will have always time complexity will be more for that. Okay. Okay. So in brute force approach, what we will do is we will iterate this given array. Iterate in the sense we will go each by one element in the array we will go 2, 3, 1, 2 like that. First is 2. Okay. 2 plus 3 plus 1. how much is there? 2 plus 3 plus 1 is 5, 5 plus 1 6. 6 is less than 7. So again we will have next element 2 plus 3 plus 1 plus 2 is 8. So which is greater than or equal to 7. And now the length is, we have to find the minimum length, right? Minimum length is now 4 because the length is now 4. So if we take one more element, if we take like 2 plus 3 plus 1 plus 2 plus 4, okay, then also the sum will be 11, okay, equal to 5 plus 6, 6 plus 2, 8, it is 12 actually, correct. So 12 is greater than or equal to 7, which is also satisfying, but in this case the min length is 5, right? Now the length is 5. So we will not proceed further as soon as we reach the target. Like here we are reaching the target as, keeping the target as 7. So as soon as we reach a number in the summation greater than or equal to 7, we will stop there and we will return the min length. After we do for the first iteration, then again we will go to the second iteration taking the second element from second element, right? So here we will form 3 plus 1 plus 2, okay? So it will be 3 plus 1 is 4, 4 plus 2 is 6, 6 plus 4, correct, 10. So here we will reach 10, equal to 10, which is greater than or equal to 7. So still here also the minimum length is 4 only, okay? So after that what we will do? We will do 1 plus 2, correct? We will check 1 is greater than or equal to target. We did not achieve. So 1 plus 2 plus 4. So 1 plus 2 plus 4 is 4 plus 2 is 6, 6 plus 1 is 7. So now we achieved 7 greater than or equal to 7. So now min length is changed to 3 in this case. After this what we will do? 2 plus 4, correct? 2 plus 4 is 6, which is less than 7. So we will take one more element, that is 3. So 2 plus 4 plus 3 is 9. So 9. 9 is greater than or equal to 7. So still the min length is 3. So after this what we will take? 4, correct? So 4 plus 3, which is greater than or equal to 7. Actually it is equal to, but as we check for everything as greater than or equal to, I meant like greater than or equal to. 4 plus 3 greater than or equal to 7. Now the min length is changed to 2. Okay. So this min length we are returning. This is one approach which is having a time complexity of order of n square. Like we will code the logic for this. That seems to be of higher time complexity. So for the optimal approach only we are going to follow the sliding window concept. Inside this min subarray len only we are going to write the code logic. Here I have initialized n with the num arrays length, and min length I am going to initialize it with max value. Why max value? We will have to find the minimum value, minimum length. So at the start stage we are initializing it with a very maximum value. After the iteration we will compare this min length with the length what we got, so that automatically the length what we got for the first time will get updated. Okay. In the given array we will be iterating one by one element as we discussed in the code logic, like logic we discussed, right? So 2 3 1 2 4 3. So 2 means from 2 onwards we will find the subarray 2 2 3 2 3 1 like that. So for that we are doing a summation like this: 2 plus 3 plus 1 plus 2, to know whether that subarray sum is greater than or equal to 7. If you see 2 3 1 2 4, so each of the element is iterated, right? So for that we need to write one for loop. So that I am giving it as I variable. For int I is equal to 0, I less than n I plus plus. Okay. Okay. Initially before iterating we are having the sum as 0. So inside the loop only we will add up the elements and we will have the sum, right? Here we are adding the elements and we are having the sum. So after this first loop we will have one more loop. Since for each of the element, for 2 means for 2 we are iterating again 2 3 1 2, till then we are iterating. 3 means like 2 3 1 2 4 3, correct? Like that for 3 3 1 2 4 3, for 1 1 2, like that again a loop is going, starting from what initialized value j, like j is initialized with I again. So what I meant to say is, again we need a loop. One loop is for this, outer loop is for this. How many times we have did the summation? 1 2 1 2 3 4 5. So 5 times the loop has to run, correct? 1 2 3 4 5 6. So less than n means, I less than n means it will be till 5. Okay, so the last value it will run for 3 here. So 3 greater than or equal to 7 it will check. Okay, that is the last loop which will be running. So it will be running from 0 to 5. So that we have done using this for loop. But inside that we will have one more loop to iterate for each of these things. So for that one more for loop. So this for loop runs from for int j is equal to, starting from I, because here I is starting from 0 for the first time. For the second time I is starting from 1. After the first iteration it will start from 1. So that time j is also should start from 3, right? So that we are giving j is equal to I, j less than n, j plus plus. Okay. So each time we'll have to compute the sum. This is like for 0th iteration. This is 1. This is 2. Okay. And this is 3. This is 4. And this is 5. Okay. So for each of the iteration, the sum value we are again making it as 0, right? For the first time 2 3 plus 3 plus 1 plus 2 equal to 8. But again when I run the second iteration for 1, we are not adding to 8 itself directly. We, we are making the sum as 0 and then only we are doing this operation. So after this for loop, outer for loop, we need to initialize the sum variable. So here int sum is equal to 0. Okay, so inside the for loop, this loop, second inner for loop, what we are computing, sum plus, we are adding sum plus equal to nums of j, correct? So what will happen here? For the first time when it runs, it will be 2, sum plus 2 will be, sum is 0, so 0 plus 2, 2 will be saved. So after that when it runs, 3 will be coming, 1 will be coming, 2 will be coming. So we need to stop, when we will need to stop, when the target is greater than, or when the sum we got is greater than or equal to target. So we will have to have one condition. If sum is greater than or equal to target, okay, in that point alone we'll have to do something. If sum greater than or equal to target, what we are doing, we are just getting the min length, right? Min length is equal to 2. So here in this case min length was 4. So min length we will have to update. So min length is equal to, okay, how we will find the minimum of already having length and the current length. So we will have math dot min function which computes that. Math dot min function takes two arguments. One is for the min length which we already had. So for the first time it will have the maximum value. So math dot min will be min length, then comma we will have to pass the current length. Okay, how we will get the current length? Okay, that we will see. So current length, this current length is nothing but one integer value considering the length, like how far it will, the elements have iterated. In current length is equal to, we need to have that length as what in our logic, 1 2 3 4, correct? 4. But how we can achieve this 4? Now the I value is 0, right? First time the I value is 0. Since we are only discussing about this logic, I is 0 here. Okay. when it comes here, till when it will happen? It will happen for 0, for the j iteration I am saying. 0, 1, 2, 3. Correct? So when it reaches 3 only, this condition will satisfy. So that will be, okay. So this would have iterated for 0, 1, 2, 3. So to generalize now, shall I make it as current length as j plus 1? Because the current value of j is now 3. So, but actually the length, minimum length should be 1 plus, like there are 4 elements, right? It should be 4. So can I make it as j plus 1? Yeah. For this scenario, we can make it as j plus 1. After this, it has to break, right? Because extending the loop again, like when we go for the fourth iteration inside the for loop, inner for loop, it will still increase the sum, but the length is also growing. So after this, so only we stopped when the sum what we got is greater than or equal to target. So we have stopped there. So here also we need to break the condition. So break. So break meaning the inner loop will break, but the outer loop will still run. Okay. So this is the logic. So here, when coming to the second iteration in the outside loop, if you see what will be the I value, since it is it got broke, the outer loop will be running. So now the I will be 1. Okay. So at what point it will come inside if sum greater than or equal to target? It will be for j it is from 1, right? So j is also running from 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4 again, correct? So now it will be for 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So now if I make the j value as 4, then now what we will get? 1, 2, 3, 4 means now the j value, actual value is 4 only. Correct. So here when we give j plus 1, what will be the actual length? 5 will be updated. But actually the length is what? 4 only, right? So there is a problem with this generalized thing. J plus 1 is not correct. Okay. So now this also is not satisfying. Now the if you see the I value, I is currently now 1. Okay. J is currently now 4. Okay. Okay. So now when we give j plus 1, it is not satisfying. Similar to this, you can see for this as well. So this will break. After that, when we run, it will be for 1 to 4. So 1 to 4 is nothing but I value is 2, and this is for j runs from j equal to I. So that will be 2, 3, 4. Correct. So now I value is 2. Okay. J value is 4. Okay. So now if we give j plus 1, then also it will be 5. So j plus 1 is not the correct formula. That only I am trying to convey for the current length. But what should be the formula? In this case, what we need to get the length as 1 plus 2 plus 4 is what? 3, right? So if suppose we do j minus I plus 1, like j is what? 4. J minus I is 4 minus 2 is 2 plus 1 is 3. So we are getting the length as 3. So if we update the formula as j minus I, okay, j minus I plus 1, then it will be 4 minus 2 plus 1, which is 3 for this case, which is satisfying. For the previous case, it is 4 minus 1. 4 minus 1 is what? 3. So 3 plus 1 is 4. So for all the cases, it will satisfy. Okay. So only we are having the current length formula as j minus I plus 1. Okay. So based on this logic, it will compute and it will have the minimum length in the variable. So after this, we need to return, like after all the for loops got iterated, it has to return this min length, right? So we need to give return function for this, return statement for this. So return min length. Okay. Okay. But what if it didn't go inside the for loop itself and it did not return? Like it is not having any sum which is greater than or equal to target. In that case, what they have told in the problem to return, it should return 0. So whenever the min length is not updated, meaning if min length is equal to integer dot max value. Okay. In that case, what we'll have to return 0, we'll have to return. Else only we need to return the min length. So this is the code logic for the brute force approach. Brute force approach is like we are doing this iteration work twice, iterating the elements, which will increase the time complexity to order of n square. So we will discuss now the sliding window approach, which is so simple than this, and which will also be an optimal approach with order of n. So we'll go into that. So now we are going to discuss for the same case with a sliding window approach. So sliding window, the logic I will discuss first, and then I'll go to the code logic. Okay. So here also, to compute the sum, we'll have to iterate each element. So first we will find 2 plus 3 plus 1. Okay. Like 2 plus, we will first see 2 is less than, greater than or equal to 7. It is not greater than or equal to 7. So we will add. We will add the right side element. So that is 3. So 2 plus 3 is less than 7. We will add one more, plus 1. So it is less than 7. 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 plus 1 is 6. 6 less than 7. So we will add one more, which will become 5, 6, 7, 8. So now 8 is greater than or equal to 7. Okay. So here what we are going to do is, now 8 is greater than or equal to 7. Okay. So that means the min length will be equal to 4. Correct. So for this case, the min length is 4. So now what we are going to try is, we are going to check in the given subarray. Okay. Because in the, if we increase the length, like by adding some more elements, the sum will increase, but the min length also will increase. So we are not going to do that. But instead what we are going to do, we need to check in the given sum array if we remove an element. Okay. Remove an element in the sense, if we exclude this 2. Okay. Still it is giving a sum greater than or equal to the target or not. So what we will check is, we will check 3 plus 1 plus 2 is greater than or equal to 7. Okay. We will check that. So which is 3 plus 1 is what? 4. 4 plus 2 is 6. So 6 less than is 7. 6 greater than or equal to 7? No. So we will have this as min length as same only. We will not update this. If suppose we got an answer which is greater than or equal to 7, then we will update this min length to 3 in that case. So now what we are going to do? 3 plus 1 plus 2 is what? 6. Correct. So now where we'll have to increase? We'll have to increase the right side or left side. We'll have to expand it. Expand the current window. The current window is from 3, 1, 2 is inside the current window. Okay. So we'll have to expand this window so that we get an answer which is greater than or equal to 7. So now it will be 3 plus 1 plus 2 plus, okay, 3 plus 1 plus 2 plus 4. Okay. So we will see what is the value. 3 plus 1 is 4. 4 plus 2 is 6. 6 plus 4 is 10. Correct. So 10 greater than or equal to 7. Now the condition is satisfied. Correct. But we will see the min length is still 4. 3 plus 1 plus 2 plus 4 is 4 elements are there. So min length is still 4. So what we are going to do, we are not going to expand it, because expanding will increase the min length. We'll have to shrink it. Shrink it meaning we will exclude one or more digits from the left. So now I'll check 1 plus 2 plus 4 is greater than or equal to 7. Okay. So if you see 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 plus 4 is 7, 7 greater than or equal to 7. Yes, true. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll update this min length to 3. Correct. Now previously it was 4, now I updated to 3. Okay. So again what I'm going to do, it is greater than or equal to 7. So I'm going to check whether shrinking with one more element also gives me greater than or equal to 7, because I need to find a minimum length. So until the condition is breaks, I'm going to shrink it. So now I'll take 2 plus 4. 2 plus 4. 2 plus 4 is greater than or equal to 7. I'm checking. The condition is breaking, right? It is not correct. True. False. So no. So what is the answer? It is 6. Correct. So 2 plus 4 is 6. 6 is not greater than or equal to 7. So we're not going to update the min length. We are going to just expand it, because 2 plus 4 is 6. So after 2 plus 4, what we are going to add to it? Because 2 plus 4 is 6. After that 3 plus 1 plus 2 plus 4 we have came here. So 4 plus 3. Okay. So 2 plus 4 plus 3 is what? Equal to 9. 9 greater than or equal to 7. Condition is true. Okay. 9 is greater than or equal to 7. It is true. So what we are going to do? We are going to shrink it. Why we are shrinking it? We are going to check in this 243 subarray. Is there any chance like we will get a minimal length subarray inside it? So I am going to exclude that 2 on the right side. I am going to check with 4 plus 3 alone. 4 plus 3 is greater than or equal to 7. Condition is true. Correct? 4 plus 3 is greater than or equal to 7. So what we are going to do? We are having the min length as 3 previously. But now we got the length as 2. So we will have to update the minimum length to 2 here. Okay. After that what I am going to check? Again I will shrink one element. This 4 also I will shrink it. Since now also the condition is satisfied that 4 plus 3 greater than equal to 7 is satisfied. I am going to try by removing one element from the left, and I am going to verify whether now also the summation is greater than or equal to 7. So when I remove that element, what will happen? 3 will be coming, checked with this. So 3 greater than or equal to 7 is, we are checking it. The condition is satisfied? No. So it will become no. So what I'll have to do if it is no, I'll have to expand it, right? Because now the 3 greater than or equal to 7 is not satisfying, and I'll have to expand it. But we have reached to the end of the array. Correct? 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, 3. So we have passed and we have the minimum length as 2. So when we reach to the end of the array, we can return the minimum length. That will be the minimum length. So we are passing the array only once and we are returning the minimum length by just using the property of summation from the previously calculated value. Like 2, 3 plus 1 plus 2 plus 2 equal to 8, right? So with that itself we are checking 8 is greater than or equal to 7, we are checking, and after that if it is satisfying, then again we are checking what? From the already calculated value, from the that current 8 itself, we are just removing this 2 alone, and we are checking whether that is satisfying the condition of greater than or equal to 7. So this process is known as sliding window technique. So we can see how we can implement this thing. This is the code logic which we are going to discuss. So similar to brute force, I have initialized the num dot length with n, and then min length as max value, and sum we don't know, so it is 0, and I'm iterating these array elements till n, till the length of the array, and then inside that I'm doing a sum of nums I. So each time when the loop runs, it will be like 2 plus 3 plus 1 plus 2. So as soon as it reaches a value greater than or equal to the target, we'll have to do something, right? After that only we are doing something. So what I'm going to check here, if okay, sum is greater than or equal to target. When sum is greater than or equal to target, what we'll have to do? Okay, so here at what point it will become greater than or equal to target? In at what value of I? Okay, that's what I was asking. So it is 2 plus 3 plus 1 plus 2, it will be 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so when it reaches the I iteration 3, that time what will happen? It will be greater than or equal to target. So that time what we are doing, we are going to remove the 0th index, right? We are going to remove the 0th index, meaning the left side index or 0th index, any variable name you can have. So that we are going to remove and we are going to check again, right? So to have that, I am having one variable int index is equal to, since it is left side, I will keep left index. Left index is equal to 0. Okay, so if the sum is greater than or equal to target, what we are doing, we are just removing from the sum. Correct? Sum. First, before doing that, first we need to update the min length, right? Now min length is 4 actually. So min length value we will have to update. Min length, okay, equal to math dot min of min length, comma, what we'll have to do, we'll have to I minus the left index. So left index here is 0. So 3 minus 0 plus 1. Okay. So that will be 4, right? 3 minus 0 is 3 plus 1 is 4. Okay. So after the updation of the min length, we are going to update the sum with the value sum minus equal to, now we have the sum as 8, but after that we are doing a subtraction of the leftmost index, which is 2. So from the given sum I am just doing a difference, minus of 2 nums of left index, right? Left index is 0 now. Okay. So after this, should I run after this, should I go back to the for loop iteration, or should I do something? That we'll have to see here now. So after this, this is the process we do it in the if, inside the if, correct? We are doing it inside the if. But after removing this 3 plus 1 plus 2, the sum got updated. Again, what we are checking? We are checking whether the sum is greater than or equal to target. So after this, again this condition should be checked. So since it has to be checked more than one time, we are making it as a while loop to run it as long as the condition is satisfied. So while sum greater than or equal to target, again the sum will be checked. So now it is only 4, 6 is there. So it will not run. So it will go to the outer loop. So when it is going to the outer loop, from where it is taking it? It will be from 4. Since the last iteration the 3 was running, so now it is 4, correct? So 4 is 2. So 2 will be coming again. Sorry, not 2, 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Fourth index value is 4. So that gets added to this. So now the sum will be, already it was 7, not 7, it is 6, and 6 plus 4 is 10, correct? So 10 will be updated to this sum. So we are checking again 10 is greater than or equal to 7, this logic. So this logic we are doing, and we are finding the min length. Now the index is what? The left index is still 0. So what will happen? The I value is now 4. 4 minus 0 is 4 plus 1 is 5. Correct. So 4 minus 0 plus 1 is 5. So the length is now 5, but actually the length is what? 4, correct? So there is a discrepancy here. And also if you see the nums of left index, the nums of left index is what? Nums of 0 is what? Nums of 0 is 2, right? So if we again minus sum minus equal to 2, then the logic is not correct. What we'll have to do a minus? We'll have to minus 3, correct? Which is in index 1. So we'll have to increment the left index. After doing the subtraction from sum in the inside the while loop, we'll have to increase the left index. If you see here, in all the cases we will be doing after each of the check, while sum greater than or equal to target, for each case we will be doing that. I'll do a left index and I will track the code. See here. So if I am doing a left index of plus plus, then it will work. Now if you see in the previous iteration it would have become 0, but here when it came it was 1. So again when it is running, now 4 is there and here it is 1. 4 minus 1 is what? 3. So 3 plus 1 is 4. So that is satisfied. Sum minus equal to nums of left index. Nums of left index is nums of 1, which is 3. So that is excluded from the sum. After that we are incrementing the left index. Why we are incrementing the left index? Then only in the next iteration the length will be calculated correctly. Here the current length. See here. So here for the next, after removing this 3, 1 plus 2 plus 4 is 7. Correct. The length should be updated to 3. So we are removing that 3 as well. So while 7 is greater than or equal to 7, math dot min of min length and I minus left index. I is what? I is 4, but the left index is now 2 only because here we have incremented. 4 minus 2 is 2 plus 1, 3. So the min length is now 3. So now again what we are doing, we are removing the left index, which is this. So after removing of this, the sum will be updated. 2 plus 4 is 6. So plus plus left index we are doing. So it will, left index was currently in this one position. Now it got moved to 2. Okay. So after that we will, since the condition 6 is not greater than or equal to 7, it will not go inside this while loop, it will go here. Now it will be 5, correct? So 5 I will be going, nums of I will be sum plus nums of I. So that will get updated. We will check sum is what, 9 is greater than or equal to 7, condition is true, it will go here. Now the left index is this point, like this 2. 2's index is the left index now. So that will get correct current length, and the min length also will be updated. And similarly we are returning the min length. If it is equal to max value, we are returning it as 0, meaning like the initialized max value did not get updated, because inside the array there is no possible of getting a sub array which is having a sum greater than or equal to target. So in that case we will not be able to update this integer dot max value, right? So that case it has to return 0. So 0 else min length. This is similar to that brute force statement only. So this is the code logic. The code logic is very very simple if you understand the basic logic. Okay. Consider this case. We are given with nums as elements with only one. So the size of the num array is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So as per our code logic, what will happen? First one will get checked with the target. 1 is greater than or equal to target, which is 11. So not satisfied. So it keeps on adding 1 plus 1. 2 greater than or equal to 1, 11. Not. So it will expand the window. Again, it will again expand. So until it reaches to the last element. Okay. But then it is not equal to, not greater than or equal to 11, because it is having only length as 8, right? So it will give the summation of 8 only, which is not greater than or equal to 11. So in this case what will happen, it will not go to the min length here. In the code logic we had this min length getting updated with the minimum length found, right? So that statement will not execute, and each for loop will execute, but inside this sum greater than or equal to target, it is not at all achieved for any of the iteration. So in that case only we are returning it 0. So that is the point I was discussing that time. And for this, time complexity will be order of n, because we are having only the for loop running only once from 0 to n, and we are just checking the while loop for the sum is greater than or equal to target, and we are just from the property which is already calculated, the sum property which is already calculated only, we are taking the difference. So that will not affect the time complexity. So the time complexity is order of n, which is so much optimal compared to the brute force which had order of n square. We can just run this program and see with the same code, and we will see the output. I have copied the same code which we discussed, and I am going to submit it. Okay. If you see, it has ran successfully and the test case is passed. That's all for the day. If you like the video, please share and subscribe. Thank you all. We'll catch up in the next Tech Code Talk. Thank you.